Yeah, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is destiglobalconsult Limited, a registered real estate here in Nigeria. My name is Destiny of Yahweh, a real estate agent as well as a real estate consultant. Today we have something beautiful to talk to you. Today let's talk about land banking. Land banking. Land banking is one of the easiest way to make money in real estate investments. There are a lot of ways we can make good money in real estate. But among those ways of making money in real estate, land banking standards is one of the easiest way to make money in real estate investment. Now I want to ask, what is land banking? This is very simple. Land banking is the aggregation of landed properties for the purpose of selling later and making profits. So that means you are buying a plot of land today with the intention of selling a later day. And as you sell, you have at the back of your mind that you are making profit from your sales. So that is what land banking literally means. Now, in real estate investments, you find out that there are the residential real estate, the commercial real estate, the industrial real estate, and a whole lot of others which you can make money from. But you see, land banking is one way that your return of investment grows sporadically. It grows very, very fast. When you build a house for residential purpose, or maybe a mall, or maybe a commercial space where you can give out for rent or for lease, it's almost impossible to make 100% within a year. But do you know with land banking, in 12 months you can do 100% return of investment (ROI). You can buy a property today for 2 million, and let's say in a year time, in 12 months time, you can sell for 4 million if everything is right, every other factor is right. The problem is sometimes when we buy property, you buy without a good knowledge of what the property is and how fast property might go in terms of development. So there are many factors you have to consider while buying a property. Sometimes you have to consider the proximity to the road, you have to consider the kilometers pace, you have to consider the landmark in that environment, you have to consider the neighborhood, you have to consider is it a land that will attract water in rainy season? Does it have a good topography? A lot of all these things are things you have to put into consideration. So where every other factors are right, there's every possibility that that property can do 100% and even more within the space of 12 months. This is what land banking is all about. Yes, it is possible. Again, another thing you must understand is that property and land investment will never go out of extinction. It will never expire. This is simply because every day the population of man keep increasing. As the population of man keep increasing, there's a need to buy property. There's a need to acquire land. There's a need to build houses. There's a need to have property for commercial purposes, to get for a market, for an hospital, for a school, for an hotel, for a shopping mall. So you see, the need for real estate will never go out of extinction. As human population continues to increase, land demand also continues to increase. And interestingly, you will find that the mass of the earth, the total mass of the earth would never change. God has already created the heavens and the earth. He will not add to the earth, to the land space of the earth. That means land supply is short. That means the land that we have will never increase, even though the population of man keep increasing. That's one reason real estate will continue to be in vogue. People will continue to look for properties, look for land. And as people migrate to a new environment, as a good real estate trader or good investor, you buy. So as they begin to migrate into that environment, your property value continue to increase by the day. That is land banking. But let me also say that apart from the advantages we have in real estate in land banking, there's also a demerit, there's also a disadvantage. And the reason there's a disadvantage is very simple. Among the reasons why it could also go the other way is one, lack of proper understanding of property and property law. Whether or not you are a lawyer, it is good you have a good understanding of what is property law, or at least have a little understanding of what is property law. Yes, because as you get a property, the first thing that is most important after you've made all your findings is documentations. People have poor documentation or wrong documentations. So when your property is poorly documented or wrongly documented, there is bound to be a problem in the future. And that is why many people lose their property. And today when you meet some persons, you tell them, why don't you do land banking? They tell you, I bought land 2 years ago, and before I came back, somebody collected the land from me. I bought in the other place, I lost the property. I bought in the other place, I lost the property. It is possible, this could be true. And the reason it could be true is simple. It's simply because why people buy properties, there's the number one problem of documentation. Poor documentation or wrong documentation. A property that carries a wrong or a poor documentation will always have problems, especially when there's a challenge on that property. So this is where people get it wrong. Yeah, another problem associated with land banking is as a result of shortcuts by a lot of buyers. The people who acquire property, most of them they follow shortcuts. There's no due process, lack of due process. You're buying a property and you're not involving a lawyer in the documentation process. It is not right, and this is what a lot of persons do. They just buy property and they go to the roadside and look for a typist, or where they can do typing. They just type the document and they go and they submit it like that. There is no legal backing for such documentation. There is no strong legal ground to say that this property belongs to me. There's a need for proper documentation. You follow due process. Avoid shortcuts. Many persons, you've lost your property because you wanted to do it short. You wanted to do it in a short way. You were trying to follow shortcut. At the end of the day, you ended up losing the property. The issues that come along with trying to make and do things sharp and trying to follow shortcut, not following due process, it is not worth it. It is not worth it. When you've made up your mind to buy a property, be ready to follow the processes that are involved. Get a good lawyer that can help you document the property, and if it's a deal of transfer, whatever document is covering that property. You should be able to see the document that covers the property, the title of the property before you buy. Okay, what title does it have? Go through it. Give it to your lawyer. Let your lawyer go through the documentation. It is important. It is very, very paramount. So that is one issue people face as also when they buy properties. Now, another problem that is associated with land banking is the problem of lack of possession. I tell people, especially when you're buying a property that is not from a company or from an estate, it is important you do what we call possession. Many of the people who buy traditional properties, maybe from a family, from a community, or maybe from an individual who bought from a community, they just buy that property and there is no trace that this property has been sold. There is no possession of whatsoever. Possession simply means doing something physical on that property that shows that there's an occupant in this place. Somebody is occupying this particular property. For example, your survey. When you do survey is a way of saying that there is somebody in this place already. Yes, survey is not a title document. I know some persons don't know, but survey is not a title document. But survey gives put a physical, apart from the fact that it's describe the position of the land. It gives you a correct and accurate size of the property. It's also gives strength, value to the property. It's also going helping you possess that land. With this I mean, when somebody comes, they see your beacon number on the ground or on the four corners of that property. They already know that, oh, like somebody is here. So that can prompt them to start asking questions. And along the line, as they begin to ask questions. Most times they may eventually find out that this property has already been sold to another occupant. You understand? So there's already a possessor for the property, and that can help save you a lot of problem in the future. Possession. Okay, you have not done survey. Why don't you put somebody that should clear that property? Give it to somebody to make farm. So anytime somebody comes there, you can call you and say, uncle, auntie, sir, ma, somebody came around, he said this and he said that. You are already aware that somebody came to my property. That is possession. And that thing about possession, you can also maybe put a chip of sand there, do an early beacon, do a foundation, plant a palm seedlings there, plant a palm tree there. You could also plant something in that particular property. So it gives an idea. Even the person that is coming to sell it, those grabbers, they already know that it's going to be difficult for them to convince their clients that this property has been sold. So that is another way to also protect your property. Go check the property time after time in intervals. Go once in a while, visit there. I've seen situations, I've seen scenario where people just come to their property, and when they come, they find out that somebody has already built a house in the property. Somebody has done foundation since 2 months ago, since 3 months ago, and they are not aware. It is simply because the person has not been visiting. And when it happens like that, it is difficult for you to retrieve or regain that property, except you have a very strong documentation that is backing that property. So other things can come in place. So that is it. Another challenge again I like to talk about today, maybe as we run it up, is the problem of buying property from a company without an integrity, a company without a track record. You see, all companies, many producers, I'm a real estate company. There's a real estate company that lack the character, they lack the integrity to really protect their name. Some of them don't have anything to lose. When they sell a property for you, whether you are okay or not, whether you are satisfied or not, whether you are getting what you expect or not, they are not concerned. They don't have integrity. There's no character. They haven't seen estate who go ahead and selling property they sold for one person before. They go ahead to sell for another person. At the end of the day, there is problem. Maybe after a long, they have to relocate you somewhere else and all that. Issues upon issues. So these are some of the things that goes along with real estate investment. But I promise you, if you can put all these things into place, you would have saved yourself 98% of problems that comes with land market. Don't forget, among the things we said today, we said that one of the ways to possess your land or to prevent land grabbing or issues in land backing is, number one, make sure there is a good documentation of that property. Have a good documentation of that property. Another one is possess the property. Take full control of your property. Possess your property. Again, work with a company that has integrity. They have a proven track record another beautiful way to secure your properties. These are some of the ways you can secure your properties. Thank you. Till we meet again. This is destiglobalconsult Limited, a registered real estate here in Nigeria. My name is Destiny Obiawi, a real estate consultant as well as a real estate agent. See you.